Hey yo, I'm back. Actually, I'll be back in 2 seconds. And I'm back actually. Playing a little League, Lee Sin, working on my jungle, looking at my mystery skin. Hey, you know, it's pretty dang good, I like to say. But I will say this: we're gonna be talking about third place C9 and third place H2K today. I think we're gonna talk H2K first. Ready, set, go. So, top lane they had Odawane, they have Lulix Jungle, mid Ryu, Hayarnan ADC, and for most of your support Sing, when they didn't have him, they struggled with him. They were a second place team in spring and a third place team in summer, and their coach is Prolly. So they went third place in summer, made the playoffs, made it to Worlds, and at Worlds they got a wild card in their draw, so you're like, okay, it's looking good. But they got SKT and EDG. So they won the games that they should have against the wild card, didn't win the games that they shouldn't have, and didn't make it out. So they're a team that like, okay, we're going to stick together, we're going to do well. Well, Kasing tries out for TSM. They got rid of Lulix, just because he was a crappy jungler, I think. But they're going to replace him with Svenskeren. Then he goes to TSM. Big fiasco. I say look it up again. Look at the H2K Svenskeren TSM thing. You pick side, whoever you think is the one in the wrong or the right. I personally think, from what I've read, I think TSM was in the right. I mean, but I could be wrong. So you guys pick on your own. Don't let me do it for you. That's just not smart. Okay, so let's see here. Live here, live. But I say ooh, what do we got here? Nice little gank. Okay, I'm gonna do a little gank here, I think. No, but so they no jungler. Sing's trying out for other teams. Doesn't go to TSM. Maybe he'll come back, but instead him and Hayarnan go to Team Vitality, the team that takes Gambit's spot. So, what are they gonna do? Who knows? Right, they got the top Odawane, who's probably top 3 top, maybe, possibly in EU right now. I would say he's top 3 probably. You got Cabo. You have what's his name? I can't even think of him right now. Okay, but he's probably a top 3, I would say. But then you got Ryu, who's a good mid, but he's not like great. Oh god. So I mean, I want to say he's not great, but he can hold his own internationally, he can hold his own EU. There'll be games he'll carry, and there's games where he kind of sits back, but he doesn't really have a bad game, I should say. Does that sound better? So, and probably was going also, so what's the team going to do? There's a rumor that they might get Yankos and Vander, Forgiven possibly. There's a rumor that they would go after, what's his name? Freeze maybe. And Shook was the one. I think Shook was kind of rumored for all teams for jungle, but they end up doing for IEM, their team they kept probably, and they get Yankos and Vander from Rocket, and they get Forgiven. So the big key is, how will Forgiven work with this team here? How will the team do? Like, they only got this like a week before IEM. They didn't really get practice. So we'll see how they do as a team, etc., etc. Well, they go against Cloud9, who apparently has been practicing for a month, even though I don't know who they were really practicing against. So, but they beat them 2-1. They go on to QC, UCOW or whatever, or QG, I mean, not QC, and they end up losing 1-2 to them, even though, I mean, in all the Cloud9 games and the QG games, they had chances on all of them. It's not like, I won't say they really blew out every game, even though they had solid leads against some of them. But they look good for only a few days in practice. I'm not happy with Yankos for what he said about NA. I mean, okay, just no need. I don't get why people gotta talk smack. Come on, no talk smack. But I think they showed that in that short time there. I mean, I assume they're keeping their team now. Oh God, even against bots, I suck. Oh wow. So, I think they showed that they, okay, well, I mean, they're keeping their team, I'm pretty sure, so, because rosters are up. But I think they showed that they have potential to be a pretty good team with practice. And Yankos, I mean, he was a first blood, he was rumored to be first blood Kling. He didn't, I mean, not rumored, but he was his name. He didn't do as much last year, but this year, or not this year, but the IEM, he was in every first blood, if I'm correct. And he did look good, I'll admit that. He looked really good in that role. I think it fit. I think the team overall fit his style. And, I mean, having a Forgiven bot lane, I think Forgiven and Vander looked good, but they were still seeming out of sync, so they need some practice goal. But I think overall the team confidence well, because Odawane, Ryu can be a good utility mid, doesn't have to necessarily get all the gold at the carry. Yankos, he likes setting up his team, which, and Odawane also, he can carry, but he's also a very good tank jungler. So this all sets up that you can get Forgiven the resources he needs, and Forgiven can carry. He showed that at SK. I mean, the Gambit, that wasn't necessarily all his fault, but I mean, I think he showed that Forgiven can be a carry, no doubt about it, and this team fits him well. And I heard that he likes Prolly, which is a big key there for him to get along with the coach. But I think it'll be fun to see them, and I think right now I'm gonna go with, based on vitality, I'll talk about later. I think it's gonna be H2K or them, second or third. I'm gonna go H2K second. Fnatic probably sneak in there, but I don't know. I'll talk about their IEM performance next. But I think H2K can be a solid third place, or I think they can be a solid second, but I think they're guaranteed top 3. That's for sure, without a doubt. Good chase, idiot. Okay, so what do they need to prove on? I mean, I don't know. I think is Forgiven can not get suspended first of all. If he can help the team out and not tilt, I think that'll be good. I think Yankos, if he could do what he did at IEM with First Bloods, that right there, I think they could contend for top U team. I think Ryu needs to have a good year. I mean, he needs to really cement himself as a top 3 mid in EU. He can do this with especially some of them leaving. For Bevan going to a smaller Fnatic, or not smaller, but like I don't want to say less talented, but a team a newer team. I mean, Ryu's on a newer team too, but this would be a chance for him to jump up there. And I mean, I don't know, I think that... Where's the other one? Did it wrap around there or what? That's weird. But I think that they, I think if he can do that, they'll be good. And, I mean, Prolly's a good enough coach that they should be able to do well. I mean, I don't know what's going to be like, because Sing was big for them to make them successful, so we'll see who their shot calling. I heard all Odawane shot calls for him, so... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nice. Give me fed, baby. So, like I said, top 3 is my pick for them for sure. If I had to guess, I'd go second. Right now it'd be Origin. And then them. So, yeah, they're a good team. So now I'm going to have to talk about here the C9 squad. So I was hyped up before I am, and now... But I'm going to say this. So, before I talk about C9 here, H2K, I think they lost the QG games, or QG games, but I think they look better for them to contend in those games because the C9 team might have practiced for a month. Who are they practicing against? And they have 2 new players, including someone in a new role. So the wins are good. The fact that they won that's impressive, but I think that the way they contended against QG is better than what they did against C9. So I'm going to talk about C9 here. So the year starts out and they have the same roster: Balls top, Jungle Medios, High mid, Sneaky and Lemon bottom. And they take second in spring in the playoffs. So they go in summer. I want to retire. They get Incarnation, who was a talented EU up-and-coming guy, but was on a 1-year ban. A lot of teams are going after him. He picks C9, and why wouldn't you? They're a good team. Well, they really start out to struggle, and they replace Medios with High Jungle, and it goes on this impressive gauntlet run where their odds of making Worlds are slim to none, and they somehow do, and a lot of it's based on high shot calling. So people are like, okay. They, I mean, going to the Worlds, you weren't expecting much, but people were like, the team played really well with High there, and you're like, okay, maybe they got some going, and Incarnation played out, he really started to improve too. That was big. Oh yeah, there we go, okay. So Incarnation played well, he stepped up his game. It was fun to watch him do that. So I was like, okay, what are we going to do next year? Where are we going to go? How are we going to do Worlds? Well, they get group draw Fnatic, HQ, and IG. That's a tough group draw. Those 3 teams are listed all had good odds of advancing on out. And C9 was kind of just left for the dust, but they end up 3-0 them. But then they go 0-4. They don't make it out. So obviously High wasn't necessarily he was a good shot caller, not a good jungler. He made some plays, but he didn't know exactly what to do, so you got to replace him. And that's where we go with probably the top free agent for jungle in terms of the Western scene by far. Rush, he picks C9, wants good roster there, and they're gonna for support. Then you want to keep High shot calling, at least they do. I mean, High necessarily might not want to, but they want to. So they keep him at support, or they move in support. And then they also signed Bunny Fufu to potentially replace High eventually, which I think is a good move, and I'll talk about. So their new roster was Balls, they kept him top. Jungle, Rush, Incarnation, who's now Jensen mid, Sneaky ADC, and then Bot High / Bunny Fufu. Okay, there's another free kill Warwick. I don't know how Darius isn't doing anything. I guess I gave him 2 kills. Holy cow, that was out of nowhere. I didn't know that could happen. Learn new mechanics. So, they go into IEM with that roster, and they win 1 game, but games they lose, they take Nidalee, and Nidalee just seems like just a crappy champ right now. I don't know. Both Rush and Spear prioritized him and just didn't do well with him. So I don't know, that kind of hurt them. The nice thing about C9 is they can allow Rush to carry, but you don't want his Nidalee carry now. I mean, he's a great Nidalee player, but holy cow, Nidalee is just a broken champ in the wrong way. An actual broken champ, maybe, is what you want to call her. So, they lose H2K on a month's practice. I mean, I don't know who they're, like, again, I don't know who they practice against. I don't know, because not many teams are set, and they're still scrimmaging. I don't know. I mean, I guess they probably scrimmaged against some of the other IEM teams. Okay, nice, easy. I didn't know my ult was enough, but yeah, they scrimmed against like the other teams there. So I don't know if they scrimmed against SteelG, TSM. That's what my guess is, but people were making a big deal of that. But like, oh, and I think that does show something. Though. They did practice apparently for a month, and to losing the first one against IEM, it's not like you're losing SKT here. And H2K is good, but they were just, I mean, they shouldn't be losing to that. So, the team looks good. I have them potentially winning NALCS. I'm going to go with them. I'm gonna go with the top 3 H2K, where I think they'll take second, potential to win it still, but I'm not gonna say as much as like the Origin TSM, even though TSM hasn't shown that they're gonna. The fact that TSM is probably the favorite compared to Origin, and Origin whooped them, that's not looking good for NA, that's for sure. But I think that for their roster to be successful, they're gonna need like they're. I don't want to say shot calling. That's not what they need. They need consistency from Incarnation or Jensen, because when he plays, he can play really good, but he doesn't necessarily do it all the time, and that's the problem. He needs to, because where is that dumb guy? Okay, come here, you. So I think for them to do good, they need Incarnation to carry them this year. With Rush and Incarnation need to get synergy and just snowball off each other. Get ganks mid, get him going. I think they need balls. Just play tanks this year. Don't worry about carrying balls. Just play. I know you got Darius Penta. Just carry. So I'm not. Oh god, not carry. Just tank. Sneaky needs. I think he needs to step up his game. He was kind of lackluster, I think, last year at times. For being known as one of the better, or possibly the best NAAC, he was consistent, but I think they needed more from him. So I will see what High does as a support. That's big. He needs to be a solid support. If not, Bunny Fufu needs to learn shot calling from High. That's for sure. Okay, here we go. Oh, here's a free kill. Nice. So, I think they got a new coach, or not? They got Lemon as coach now, I think, which is smart, because Lemon actually is a really educated league guy, that's for sure. And ooh, come on, nice. I think that the team in general will be a nice little comp, or not, like they'll work together, kind of like H2K's does, with Sneaky not necessarily needing a ton of gold. But it'll be weird to see what they do with Rush, how they get him his resources he needs. Because I mean, Meteos, when you play with him, he can play carry junglers, but he worked in hard farming. It's kind of a different style than Rush, that's for sure. So we'll see. We'll see if they get back to their good old days. But I definitely think that they'll be up there, at least get it together. And they're gonna need either hire Bunny Fufu to step up in the support role, and they're gonna need Balls to step up some. If not, replace him. There's plenty of guys out there that can replace him. I mean, not something new, but Balls isn't necessarily an all-star. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect from them. After the H2K showing, I mean, H2K looks up, C9 looks down. I think they'll both be second place teams. But we'll see. Next up on the list, I'm going to do, let's see here. I'm not going to do Tip till the end, that's for sure. I don't care if it took. I'm going to do Team Liquid, 4th place team for NA. Kind of do this on the spot, not really planned. And then I think I'm going to do Team Vitality for EU, not Unicorns of Love. They're going to wait till the end too. So we'll see, we'll see. I think it'll be fun. I'm gonna finish up this game quick. I mean, I don't have a ton more to say from them, I think. But I think the thing I would like, if I had to watch for both teams here, I think you gotta watch for how Forgiven does in H2K. I think you should watch how Yankos does, if they can like work together well, and if Yankos can return to his old form back in Season 4. And I think for how does Forgiven handle on that team? Like, how, not how does he handle, but nice. So, does he not get upset? Does he not get banned? That's a big thing. Okay, come here, you cannot get banned or else they're in trouble. Oh god. Oh god. Dang. So for C9, I think you gotta watch how high his play support does. I mean, I don't think he's necessarily gonna be a good support. His shot calling's all they need though, so that's a positive. I mean, he said to it, it's easier to shot call from the jungle role because you don't gotta worry about laning. So we'll see. We'll see. I think you also gotta watch how Rush does. Like, how do they feed Rush with the resources? And who do they take resources from? Or do they just plan on getting Rush his resources by getting gold and such? I don't know, that's things you gotta, at least I'm gonna watch for. I don't know about you guys. We got a Warwick, that's bold. Ezreal's the only one to lose a lane, of course. Typical Ezreal players think they're all that. Here we go, let's go all in. Okay, let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's ram this building. It's on fire. God. Nice. Oh god. I'm dead. Okay, so again, both these teams I think got potential to succeed. They were able to keep. I mean, H2K was able to keep a solid or I think they even improved their roster to a point. And I think Cloud9 improved their roster also, but both of them were able to make the world. So that's something that you can look at that as a positive. I mean, I'm losing stuff to say on them. I mean, there's not as much drama as what happened with TSM and you go with Fnatic. I mean, part of the reason they took high away from mid is they didn't have the mid mechanics yet, it seemed, or just didn't have him in the first place. I mean, I think he had him in the first place, but the nice thing is at least support, like jungle and support, you don't need as much. So, but I feel like the guy wants to retire, so I don't know what their plan is. Just keep having him play until. I mean, because the way it looked, if you lose every time he leaves, you're not gonna be able to keep him forever. I think they need to start grooming Bunny though for sure. I think that's a good pickup too. I think he's a good support. I mean, he's not just a one-trick pony of Thresh. I don't think, even though some people can think he might be, but I don't think he is. That, my 2 cents counts. Let's get some vision on here, boys. Guys, oh, I got a bunch of games coming up by the way too. I'll talk about. I don't know if I already said that, but if anyone's watching, you know, just let me know some games that you guys want. Oh, what? Let's see here. I assassinate. Oh dang. Come on.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh, they're still far. What's going on?
Quiet steps.
Do they know I'm here or something or what? Some sort of bug in me, I guess.
Your senses. Master yourself. Master the enemy.
Oh, the bait. No! Oh! Oh! The turnaround! Oh my god! The Ezreal! Holy cow! Oh wow, okay, that was embarrassing. But holy cow, folks. Did you see that? Wow, okay. That's a Rush type player right there, you know? No, I'm happy. I want to see Rush, I want to see H2K. I'm really excited for this, but I was excited last year. But even more excited. I think there's been overall growth of talent in both regions. You might have lost some talent, but I think they also gained some. But I think that's to stack their teams more. And I think that's what they need to do to compete internationally right now. Same with NA. Even though NA needs to just compete internationally. That's the key. I hate when this trash talk happens, but I'll admit that right now we're behind.
We do what we must.
Let's win this game. Jeez Louise. Too easy. Come on, Penta. Come on, Penta, Penta. Where is it? Where is it?
I will atone.
There's no Penta for me. Wait, what? No. Come on. I'm not gonna get it again or what? Holy cow. See that, boys? I'm gonna get that kill. Oh man, I should have W'd to someone. Man, I suck. That's so bad. No, we need more. We need more damage. We need more something. Yeah. If you're still watching, I'm not going to be talking about those teams anymore, but you can just watch me kind of figure out my Lee Sin skills. What do I go with here? I can go a little defensive, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know anymore, folks. Tell me some fun champs to play. I've kind of switched from trying to play. I mean, I'm gonna play the top role, so I'm gonna play champs I think are fun to play. I think I'll do best when I play them. Life's a party. Do what you want to. Okay, come on, Darius. This is just a... No one's doing any damage. They're just sitting here, base attack, little move. I mean, come on, these guys got damage. Here I am, boys. Come on. Let's end this.
Master yourself. Master the enemy.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to freeze this wave, get a nice little push going. There we go. Let's get a nice little kill here. Not turret kill. See, that's like in a real game, we don't want to push mid when we got an inhibitor down. Just making it easy for them to clear the wave.
Their heartbeats quicken.
Holy cow, use your whole team on the launcher. Alex? Too easy. What am I? 30 and 6. Wow. I'm gonna stay away. Stay away. You. No. Oh my god, you dead man. Okay. Recall, TP back in, you know, do my work. Maybe even get rid of my. Yeah, not bad. What happens if I get rid of this?
Has destroyed a turret.
There we go. Okay, let's clear the wave.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Holy cow. It's not fair. Can't use your hold. Holy cow.
Has destroyed a turret.
Oh, nice. Okay, GG everyone, GG. Holy cow. Okay, good game. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me what I need to improve on, etc. Thank you.